So sometimes school rules are needed, but there are some stupid school rules out there that literally aren't needed. Like, I've heard of this one school rule where you can't have jackets at all in the school. So what are you supposed to do during the winter? Just freeze? No, in the winter, I'm grabbing a jacket and bringing it to school. And even if there is no winter in that country, it is literally what people are wearing nowadays. And if you go to class with a jacket, you'll get in-school suspension. How does that make any sense? Just let people wear jackets. Now this one is one of the stupidest rules I've ever heard. You're not allowed backpacks at school. Then what are you supposed to carry all your stuff in? Your hands? I don't think so. Like, imagine you're getting ready for school and you have to carry your math books, your textbooks, and a Chromebook, and you're not allowed to use a backpack. You're not gonna carry all those to school because you literally can't on the bus. It's just a huge inconvenience. Like, what are you gonna use, a Walmart bag to carry all that stuff, or are you gonna get in trouble anyway? This is just a stupid rule. And if you do bring a backpack to school, the teachers will be like, hey, I can tell that you're wearing a backpack. Why are you wearing a backpack? 'Cause I need it. How dare you wear a backpack? In-school suspension. Oh yeah, can we also talk about in-school suspensions for a minute? Because in-school suspensions have to be the worst punishment that you can get at school. Because it's not like a normal suspension where you get kicked out of school for a week. It's where you have to sit down in a desk all day long and just do math work and whatever work you have that day. And you can't ask for help. That's the most stupidest part of this whole thing. You're in school and you can't ask for help because you're in school suspension. That makes complete sense to teachers' minds, apparently. And something else that makes complete sense to teachers' minds, apparently. There are some schools out there that if you don't finish your work for that day, you can't go home until you do. It doesn't matter if you finish your work, because after school, I just want to relax and go to sleep, you know what I mean? That's practically everyone after school. And no one wants to stay after school, and no one will work harder because they'll be tired the next day if they stay after school. So the next day when you do go to school, you'll be less productive because you want to know why? Because you stayed at school for 3 hours later than you were supposed to, and you're tired, so when you're tired, you're gonna be less productive. So you're gonna have to stay at school 5 hours later that time, and then you're gonna get more and more tired as days go on because you're gonna have to keep staying at school. Yeah, I don't think teachers thought this one through. And now something else that they probably didn't think through. No fist bumps allowed in schools. Yeah, that's an actual rule in some schools. Like, teachers shouldn't have a problem with people fist bumping people. They're probably doing that because they don't want people to be left out, which again is stupid. Because what do you expect? Someone will go to school, right, and then fist bump one of their friends, not fist bump a random person in the hallway. Like, what are they gonna do if you go to school and fist bump someone in class? They would probably be like, hey, fist bump, man. Hey, did I just see you give a fist bump? Yeah, what's the problem with that? How dare you fist bump someone? 30 minutes of detention. Now, if that were to ever happen to me, I would storm to the office and ask why that's not allowed, because that's practically just like high-fiving someone. And there's nothing wrong with high-fiving people, right? So why is fist bumping wrong then? Now, this has to be the stupidest school rule. Now, imagine you're in school and you're walking through the hallway and someone just shoves you because they're bullying you. You can't punch them back if they're bullying you and they punched you. You just have to take it, apparently, by the school's rules. If that were me, personally, I wouldn't take that. I would punch them back and get suspended, because that's a long vacation for me. The person that starts the fight and actually is like the bully should get suspended, but the person that doesn't start the fight and is protecting themselves shouldn't get suspended because they're just protecting themselves. Now, this rule just infuriates me. Imagine you're in class, right? You talking to a friend, and a teacher is like, hey, why are you talking to your friend? You know you're not allowed to talk to your friend. In fact, go to the office. What's the problem with talking to your friend? I get if you're interrupting the teacher, that's not cool, but if you're just talking to your friend while the teacher isn't teaching, there shouldn't be a problem there. Or if your friend talks to you and then you respond and you're the one that gets in trouble, that is stupid. That has happened to me so many times. Now, this rule just absolutely doesn't make any sense, where you're not allowed hats or beanies. Now, I get if you're not outside, cool, you can't wear a hat, but the thing is, if you can't wear a hat even outside, what's the point? And even inside, it doesn't make sense. Imagine you have a bad haircut, right? And you have a really, really bad haircut. and you just want to put a hat on because you don't want anyone to see it, and hey, take the hat off and go to the office. But I have a bad haircut, I don't want anyone to see it. I don't care, go to the office. Do they not remember being in school as a kid? Like and subscribe.